We have a new book, Eros, The Bittersweet, by Anne Carson, from 192 Books. Do you like 192 Books?
Yeah.
That's a nice little
They
bookstore.
always have couple surveys open.
You think we should have a bookstore like that?
Mm-hmm.
In
gallery.
Chelsea. And a gallery in Chelsea?
And a coffee shop.
And a coffee
Coffee
shop.
and chocolate. Coffee, chocolate, books,
Chocolate?
and art.
We'll just have what we like.
Mm-hmm.
We're offering what we like.
To make many like.
Now this book has a lot of things with Greek, so let's see. I'm reading the preface. It says, Kafka's The Top is a story about a philosopher who spends his spare time around children so he can grab their tops and spin. To catch a top still spinning makes him happy for a moment in his belief that the understanding of any detail, that of a spinning top for instance, will be sufficient for the understanding of all things. Disgust following delight almost at once, he throws down the top, walks away. Yet hope of understanding continues to fill him each time top spinning preparations begin among the children. As soon as the top began to spin and he was running briskly after it, the hope would turn to certainty. But when he held the silly piece of wood in his hands, he felt nauseated. Of course, not Kafka and all those guys were always nauseated, huh?
Yeah.
Along with Sartre and all of them. Why are they so nauseated? The story is about the delight we take in metaphor. A meaning spins, remaining upright on an axis of normalcy, aligned with the conventions of connotation and denotation, and yet
They had too many drunks in the house.
to spin is not normal, and to dissemble normal uprightness by means of this fantastic motion is impertinent. What is the relation of impertinence to the hope of understanding, to delight? The story concerns the reason why we love to fall in love. Beauty spins and the mind moves. To catch beauty would be to understand how that impertinent stability in vertigo is possible. But no, delight need not reach so far. To be running breathlessly but not yet arrived is itself delightful. Suspended moment of living hope. Suppression of impertinence is not the lover's aim, nor can I believe this philosopher really runs after understanding. Rather, he has become a philosopher, that is, one whose profession is to delight in understanding, in order to furnish himself with pretexts for running after tops. My goodness. He wants to just run after tops. Do you think he should run after tops? Eros, the Bittersweet.
Tops. This.
Tops? What is your conclusion on that?
Tops is the third eye.
Third eye? The tops.
For us.
The top is the third eye.
And also entertaining and understanding. That's one way. That's what the true philosopher is. He says it correctly, although he doesn't mean that.
Okay, very good.
Philosophers are the masters of
How do I stabilize this?
spirituality.
Bittersweet. It was Sappho who first called Eros bittersweet. Well, Sappho is a big authority, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sappho first called Eros bittersweet. No one who has been in love disputes her. What does the word mean? Oh. How come mankind is going on like this, where they suffer bittersweetness from Eros? And I just keep repeating it. Eros seemed to Sappho at once an experience of pleasure and pain. Here,
that's what love really is.
oh my goodness, here is contradiction, perhaps paradox to perceive. This Eros can split the mind in two. Why? The components of the contradiction may seem at first glance obvious. We take for granted, as did Sappho, the sweetness of erotic desire. Its pleasurability smiles out at us. But the bitterness is less obvious. There might be several reasons why. What is sweet should also be bitter. There may be various relations between the two.
Here we come
flavors.
to the extremes again, how my theory of extremes, two opposite extremes, they appear together always.
I guess we have this book because it's your specialty. This is your opposite extreme theories. Okay, I get it.
Here is another example.
I get to drink my coffee. All right, you can comment. Poets have sorted the matter out in different ways. Sappho. There's got to be millions of poets that can handle this, or try to. Sappho's own formulation is a good place to begin tracing the possibilities. The relevant fragment runs. Who's going to read the ancient Greek there? Eros.
You don't have to.
I'm supposed to know it. Eros once again. Limb loosener whirls me. Bitter, sweet, bitter, impossible to fight off. Creature stealing up. It is hard to translate sweet, bitter. Sounds wrong, and yet our standard English rendering bittersweet inverts the actual terms of Sappho's compound glucopikran.
Glycopikran.
What?
I would say pikro. Glyco means sweet.
Glyco, we know glyco is like
sweet.
Glyco is sugar.
And pikro is bitter.
Glycopikran. Sweet, bitter? Okay, glyco is sweet and fikran.
Glycopikran.
Sweet, bittersweet. Going back to the ancient Greek, is bittersweet. So I would say going back to the ancient Greek is bittersweet.
Not really. She did say that.
We find it's bittersweet. Should that concern us? If her rendering has a descriptive intention, Eros is here being said to bring sweetness, then bitterness in sequence. This is upsetting, dear. She is sorting the possibilities chronologically.
What comes first?
Many, she had it bitter, she had sweet first. So bittersweet is the wrong word, it's actually sweet bitter. Many a lover's experience would validate. Are we covering all existing lovers? Validate such a chronology, especially in poetry, where most love ends badly. Oh, that's horrible. That's sad.
It's not necessarily true. So don't be so saddened.
It ends badly.
It doesn't necessarily.
But it is unlikely that this is what Sappho means. Her poem begins with a dramatic localization of the erotic situations in time and fixes the erotic action in the present indicative tense. She is not recording the history of a love affair, but the instant of desire. One moment triggers. Under pressure of Eros, one mental state splits. Simultaneity of pleasure and pain is at issue. The pleasant aspect is named first. We may presume because it is less surprising. Emphasis is thrown upon the problematic other side of the phenomenon. whose attributes advance in the hail of soft consonants. Eros moves or creeps upon its victim from somewhere outside her, or Peton. No battle avails to fight off that advance. Amakranon. Desire then is neither inhabitant nor ally of the desire. Foreign to her will, it forces itself irresistibly upon her from without. Eros.
Today they call it chemistry.
What?
Today they call it chemicals. Chemistry.
Desire. Chemistry.
Chemicals they provoke desire in the body. You know? The same as in the animal world. You know, all those.
Yeah. What if there is just a god named Eros and he comes and he infects? He's like, he comes and he infects you. I don't believe in chemistry. I believe in Cupid. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What if it's Cupid? What if it's Aphrodite?
Very sweet.
Its bitterness must be the taste of enmity. That would be hate. Oh my God. To love one's friends and hate one's enemies is a standard archaic prescription for moral response. Love and hate construct between them the machinery of human contact. Does it make sense to locate both poles of this affect within the single emotional event of Eros? Presumably, yet, if friend and enemy converge in the being who is its occasion, the convergence creates a paradox, but one that is almost a cliché for the modern literary imagination. And hate begins where love leaves off, whispers Anne Carson as she heads for Moscow station and end the dilemma of desire. In fact, erotic paradox. Huh?
She still loves him.
She still loves him. In fact, erotic paradox is a problem antiquating Eros himself. We find it first enacted on the wall of Troy. Oh no, in the scene between Helen and Aphrodite. There you go. The interchange is as sharp as a paradigm. Homer shows us Helen. Embodiment of desire. Do you know Helen was a blonde? Where did I see that? Herodotus?
Sometimes on the movies they have that blonde, but
you know,
I think you read in a...
No, I go by Herodotus.
You read
He's the supreme authority. Herodotus says she's a blonde. Fed up with the impositions of Eros and defying an order from Aphrodite to serve Paris's bed, the goddess of love responds angrily, wielding erotic paradox as a weapon. My goodness. Damn you, woman, don't provoke me. I'll get angry and I'll let you drop. I'll come to hate you as terribly as I now love you.
Who said that?
Aphrodite says it.
Yeah, all right. You're going to get involved into that, eh?
There you go. You have the right from the words of Aphrodite. So we invoked Homer, we invoked Helen, Aphrodite, we've got Eros involved, and we're reading from Eros, the Bittersweet, or shall I say the SweetBitter. We're reading the SweetBitter, and we've corrected the title. We got this book from 192 books. That's our maximum number of books we're allowed in the house, 192. And we've got no more room, so that's the 192nd book. Anne Carson, the SweetBitter Eros.